6.3. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APGJamie, and today we're making a 6x6 canvas board. Okay, it's a donation piece for the Conroe Art League, and these canvases, or other 6x6s besides mine, will be available for purchase in the month of December 2018. So I'm smearing around a lot of modeling paste. Well, not a lot, just some modeling paste, okay, y'all. And making some pretty good texture. Now I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to walk away and go switch the laundry around, you know, and let it set for maybe 10-15 minutes so it can get a skin coat over it. Because as it is right now, it's kind of sticky, all right? Now, it stays sticky-ish because it's on a canvas board and not a porous surface. So, just saying. So, now I'm using some water with that acrylic stamp because now we have the skin coat going on. And just going to stamp that around with the water on it, which prevents it from sticking too badly. And just picking up in places and, you know, making sure I'm keeping it damp, and just sped that right up and just stamping it around where I want more texture. Okay. Then I'm going to let this dry to about 75%, because even though I've dampened the acrylic stamp, oh, pretty texture, it still comes up and has some really sharp points, and I don't want sharp points. So I'm smashing it back down with the flat edge of the palette knife there, and that works very well. Okay. Then I have scrunchy, sharp, sticky outy pieces on the edge, and I'm going to scrape that off again with the palette knife because they're sharp. They're not steak knife sharp or butcher knife sharp, but they're sharp because they are knives, y'all. Knives. Okay? Could you cut your sandwich with them? Yeah. Could you cut a steak with them? Probably not. Could you cut your finger? Absolutely. Anywho, just scraping along and moving along. This is not how I originally was going to do. Well, I was going to do the background and the texture this way. That was the whole intention of that. But then I'm going to be using this die cut in a minute. Okay, and she was going to be white and painted with oxide inks, but then the canvas had a change of heart and wanted to use black cardstock on top because my quote's all about, you know, shadows and junk like that. So I layer up several pieces of cardstock dies, cut it out, die cut, you know, I cut out the dies cuts with white cardstock a few times and layered it up because I wanted it thicker. Just saying, thicker. And because of the quote I chose, I end up putting, cutting out black cardstock and putting black on the very top and leaving a the white edge so that it's somewhat visible, because I want it to look like there's really bright light behind the shadow. Well, really bright or bright-ish, yeah, kind of thing. So I'm having some issues with my editing video being herky-jerky, so the audio may not, chances are it won't, work out really well with the herky-jerky video. And I'm hoping it doesn't load up herky-jerky. Otherwise, we're sounding herky-jerky. Because it happens like that sometimes for me in my editing stuff. So, yeah. Which makes it very hard to do the voiceovers. Because the first time I did the voiceover, my voiceover was 20 minutes, but the video is still 14. Okay, go figure. So all in all, it took probably about an hour and a half to do this canvas. That should pretty much include the die cutting time and drying time. There's a lot of heat gun in this coming up later on. Oh, that's the matte medium. If we're already past that part, that was matte medium. Just to put a coat on there to help protect the cardstock. And we're painting. There's a list of ingredients in the description box, as I said below. And going to work that down into all the grooves. I turn my canvas that way and other, because I want to make sure I get all the little white spots covered up in the crevices. They can be somewhat somewhat uneasy to get all the paint worked down in the crevices, which is why I put some water on there from time to time. Now, going to let it set, I don't know, five minutes maybe. Not 10 for sure. And I'm going to use a baby wipe to wipe off the peaks and leave the color in the valleys. That's the plan, okay? Okay. So there we are, wiping it off. And I keep turning the baby wipe so I get fresh area, because I don't want to redistribute the paint. I do actually want to remove most of the paint. It will stain the modeling paste. And yeah, you can color your modeling paste, but you're going to end up with more of a pastel color. Okay? Okay. So just doing that. And I might hit it with the heat gun before I do the other paint, which I probably will. So if we're not there yet, heat gun, y'all. If we already did, that was the heat gun. Oh, heat gun. So anywho, I'm going to be dry brushing some Dynacolors, PBO Dynacolors, 2 different ones. I'll be using a blue or a turquoisey color and a greenish color. All right. All right. And dry brushing that from the center out, because I want it to be brighter. And I should have went a little off center, but that's all right. Hit and miss, you know, flying by the seat of my plants. Flying by the seat of my plants. That would be rude, y'all. And so dry brushing that out, and then I'll hit it with the heat gun, y'all. I will. So now we're going to be using this green. Again, it's a PBO Dynacolor, which gives you sort of one color one way and sort of another color the other way. And I'm going to try on my die cut to size, and I'm not quite happy with it. So I set her aside and go over the whole thing with, well, not the whole thing. I dry brush again from the center out with zinc white heat gun, y'all, which is not quite the same as titanium white, okay? Just so you know. And see, I was just checking to make sure my brush was dry enough, and it was. And so I do that, and then I come back with the green and the turquoise again. Turquoise. Crack me. Baby. And again, I apologize for the audio not being quite in sync with the video, because I'm real sure it's going to work out that way. So use the iridescent green again, and the the Dyna green and the Dyna turquoise over the top of that white, dry brushing from the center out. And then we're going to move on to our quote, which I computer printed onto white cardstock and cut it down and rounded the edges. And now I am roughing that up with the scissors, because I want a little extra texture. Okay. Oh, we're probably well past that point. We're probably layering the black cardstock underneath. It's heavy cardstock, y'all. Just saying. Did I mention my favorite glue, Aleene's Original Tacky Glue? Because it is my favorite. So now we're layering up, I think so, on the black cardstock. We're going to trim that out and trim it out some more with scissors and round those corners, because I like them when they're looking round-ish for this particular piece, because that's what I ended up liking. I'm just saying, because it's true, y'all. Oh, goodness. I just don't know what to say, because I don't know where we are in the video, because I'm just trying to ad-lib as best as I can. Is it working okay? It's so funny when it happens like this. You can totally turn the sound off by clicking on the, hovering over the screen and clicking on the little gear, and that gives you an option to speed up or slow down the video. And you can also, over there to the leftish of the gear is a little speaker looking thing. You can click on that and totally turn me off, and I'll just shut right up. Yeah, just like that. Or not. So that's heavy gel medium that I smooshed around on the back of the quote, and it gives me, a little wiggle room to smoosh it around on the canvas. And I will smoosh that around on the back of our die cut dancing girl, dancing lady, because it's a lady, it's not a young girl. So, well, it could be a young girl. Anyway, dancing lady. And that's my glue book. Turn the page, sticking her on there. And I'm like, oh, she's just floating in the air, y'all. Need to put a shadow under her because the quote's all about shadow. So we're going to put a quote under her. Just hang on there with another die cut. Hang on. Hang in there with it. Oh, and I used my pokey tool to go around my silhouette form there to remove any excess of the heavy gel. And that's just another die, unbranded die, and I'm trimming it down so that I want it to look sort of scattered, shadowy scatteredness. And it makes me happy. I really like this canvas, y'all. I hope y'all do too, and I hope someone likes it well enough to buy it in December, because yeah, that's the plan, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, your valuable time, your kind comments. For rizzles, I do. Your shares, your likes. Did I say likes again? Oh, if you've not already subscribed, please do so. Hover over the video and then click on the word subscribe to subscribe. Be sure to click that little gray bell that pops up, and that way you'll get notifications of new videos and all that kind of stuff. So here we are. We're going to glue that on. That would be the shadow part, y'all. And moving right on to inking. There I'm using archival manganese blue. I'm going around the whole of the outside. Tripod girls go around the outside, with the manganese blue. And then I will come back with a swipe of archival black ink. And that just will really add quite a bit of lift to this piece. In case whoever purchased it doesn't really want to frame it. Just saying, because, frame or no frame. Frame or no, yeah, their choice. Oh, there is a photo montage coming up momentarily. So, depending on the audio and the video track, let me just jump out there and say, photo montage. I love this canvas. This project made me so stinking happy, even though I struggled just a little bit with the background. Just a little, just saying. So, anyway, be sure to give me a thumbs up, kind comments, share my video with your friends, because I know they all want to see it. And subscribe, please, if you've not done so already. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.